Well, hi guys. So anybody who was under any sort of illusion that the United States had a free market economy, or that the Republicans were at all interested in free markets, or that the Republicans were at all believers in capitalism, or that anything like this, please disabuse yourself of any such notions right now. Okay, I'm reading the New York Times, and there's this article there saying headlining us $700 billion is sought for Wall Street bailout. Um, so apparently the proposal is for the solution is just a 3 page piece of paper. Now, um, I remember what we were talking about. Remember we were talking about NAFTA a while back. Somebody had a very good point when they were talking about NAFTA. They said somebody says, okay, NAFTA is a 700-page document, right? NAFTA is not a free trade agreement. Okay, a free trade agreement, you could write a free trade agreement on the back of this card, right? There shall be no tariffs between, right? Any 700-page document is not a free trade agreement, okay? Similarly, okay, any 3 page document which purports to be a solution to the current crisis we're in is not a solution. There is no 3 page solution to the crisis that we're in. Okay, so I don't pretend to know much about finance. I don't pretend to know much about this kind of stuff. Okay, but I do know that this situation is more complicated than 3 pages of paper. So, what's on this 3 pages of paper, right? Basically, it gives the Treasury Secretary unlimited powers of buying bad mortgage debt. And that's the solution, okay? It's like, people can't pay their debt, just like buy the debt. Um, you know, I it seems to me that what's happened over the past 20 years is can be summed up kind of as follows. The risk that is involved in staying alive is being transferred from the government and from the corporations, from the large organizations which would seem best able to handle it. The risk is being transferred from them onto the individual people, right? So, if you are an individual person and you're having trouble paying your mortgage, right? The government is doing squat for you. Okay, the government is not doing jack for you. All right. If, however, you are a chief executive, or you are a major shareholder, or you are an investment bank, right? The government is spending $700 billion for you. Why is this? Why is that equitable? Why is that at all? Why wouldn't the solution be better just to say, okay, anybody who's having problems paying their mortgage, how about the government just, pays their mortgage for a couple of years, right? And allows them to try to sell their house while the government's paying their mortgage. Why is the solution? Well, we will give this money to the banks to buy their bad debt. I don't understand. This flabbergasts me. But it also flabbergasts me that anybody. I mean, this is essentially what this is. This really is the end of the last vestige of capitalism in America. Really, it's obvious that everybody, okay, even the most diehard of the people who engage in the rhetoric of free markets, has completely lost faith in any sort of free market solution to this problem. All right, I mean, a free market solution to this problem would be you simply let these stupid firms who loaned so much money that they shouldn't have loaned out, and took on so much debt that they shouldn't have taken on, let them fail. Okay, this solution isn't even being offered. Right, it's not even being talked about. Right, so no free market solution here is being preferred at all. Okay, so it may be the best way to go, it may not be the best way to go, but it's not a free market. It's not capitalism. It is not anything like what Adam Smith was thinking about at all. And what's more, it just doesn't seem to me to really attack the root of the problem. The root of the problem being, why did they make all these bad loans in the first place, right? What's the incentive for anybody not to just keep doing the same thing? right? If people make bad loans and then to think that the government has an infinite supply of money that it will just buy those loans, um, what's to stop these banks from just making a whole bunch of more bad loans and thinking the government will step in the future, right? So, I mean, that's one of the problems I have with this three-page piece of paper here, right? Now, let me make one thing's perfectly clear, okay? It's like, last week in the market, I lost a lot of money. I have a lot of money in the stock market. I lost a lot of money, okay? I lost about enough money to, let's buy a very nice sports car, okay? Last week in the market. Um, and I will probably see some of that back because of this three-page piece of paper. The markets are probably going to like it. Okay, so personally, this is gonna wind up helping me, right? But I don't see where it's going to wind up really solving the problem here. I don't really see where it's going to be really addressing the core of the problem. So anyway, what do you guys think? Anybody have any opinions about this? I would just love to hear them.